Okay, huge welcome to the Business Accelerator, which is a fast track immersion program in an intimate group setting, and we also have one-to-one support. Now, this is a program that I kind of dreamed up because I absolutely think it's so important that you're supported not only in a group, but also sometimes when we get stuck, you need that one-to-one interaction as well. And believe me, I've done so many different group programs, and I've been kind of one person in hundreds of thousands of people, and I didn't really feel like I could share what I was doing. And sometimes when you are sort of lonely, you're watching some videos, you just don't know how it actually applies to your business, and sometimes you actually don't implement. So this is different. So there's a few things I'm going to explain to you in terms of what I will be providing, and then there are some expectations from you as well, because I really want you to really step into this and to immerse yourself and action the stuff. So this is not just watching something or watching me talk, it's about doing things as we move along. So there will be times when hopefully, I will keep it simple, because this is all about simplicity and not doing things that aren't necessary in business, because I know there are many shiny objects out there, but I will only teach the things that I believe are going to bring sort of the immediate sort of results. And of course, we also have the opportunity to give each other feedback and help each other on the things that we are actually implementing. Okay. So this is in a welcome pack. Of course, you can read all this. It's literally kind of just talking about what I just said. Of course, congratulations. It is an investment that you're going to be here. It's a monetary investment. It's a time investment in yourself. And this is, a 90-day kind of sprint in a sense. So it's going to be very intensive. But as I said, it's about implementing step by step some of the foundations in your business. We want to clarify your message, your customers, and your offers as well. And I'd also love you to do some launches as well within the 90 days, because then, when you are putting yourself out, then you will really see what's happening, what's resonating, what are the responses you're getting, where do you need to tweak. So that is really, really important. As I said, yes, there is no magic button. This does require real work, and I cannot do it for you. You need to come, you need to show up to these sessions. If you can't make it, then obviously there will be a recording. But there was always going to be a homework for the week, so that we also implement whilst we are on the program. Okay, so if you're kind of getting too far behind, it's not going to be good, right? And yeah, as I said, it's not about listening to endless videos. We all know information is out there on YouTube. We can Google it. There's, books we can read. This is about implementing the stuff into your business and to transform yourself and your business as well. So my job is to bring the tools to you, and all the things that I'm sort of trying in my business, all the things that I hear from my mentors as well. So anything that I feel is relevant, I can actually put that into the mix. So nothing's pre-recorded. As we speak at the moment. Of course, I will record our sessions, but we can structure the calls, or if you need extra tools, extra support, then you can let me know. So what do I expect from you? Definitely to get the best out of the program, so that you get the impact, the transformation, the results. Show up to the calls and do the work. Okay. The calls will make sure that it's always going to be around about the same time, so that we all can make it. Ask questions, of course, seek solutions, and don't give up. It's not going to be perfect first time around. We need to, continuously develop, tweaking, and hold that energy, and remind ourselves why we're doing this. We need to push ourselves out the comfort zone as well, and then be accountable. So if you say you do what you say, and you do the work, as I said. Check into the group as well from time to time. You know, I really, really hope that we can support each other in the Facebook group, where you can actually post your questions, where you post any copy, any URL, any website, anything that you need to be looked at, and where you need feedback on. So absolutely, we're going to use the Facebook group through that. And also, you know, share wins, maybe share any things that happened to you. Even if you had some challenging times, you know, feel free to come into the group, share, do a Facebook Live, whatever it is. It is a safe environment, and, you know, we're not going to share that outside the group. So I really like you to sort of respect that and respect each other. Yeah, and voice your concerns and frustrations as well. It's not, and we're not in a stage where we kind of you know, really negative and sort of ranting. I don't think so. You know, sometimes we're frustrated and we're kind of feeling stuck, and of course you can come in and, you know, voice your, you know, where you're stuck, and then we'll see where we can help you and how we can move forward. Okay. So what's the logistics? So there is the Facebook group. You should all be in the group with the Business Accelerator Mastermind. The calls will be weekly, 60 to 90 minutes, depends how we're going. I mean, you know, I'd like not to take up too much time on the training part. I'd like to keep that to, say, 30 minutes, and then we have up to an hour to actually have discussions and share what we've been doing and get some feedback as well. So definitely it's going to be a training piece, a homework piece, and a Q&A session. The sessions will be posted in the pinned post, and also the Zoom link. So, you know, some days you might not find it straight away. So the best place to go into is the group and have a look at the pinned post. So you will find that information there. And I can also use the hashtag week1 and underscore topic, what have you. I will post the replays into the group as well with the hashtags. But we also have another membership, Member Factory, which I'm using. So it's like a software portal. If you haven't got access to that yet, then make sure you just let me know your email address, and I will set that up for you. You will then receive an email with a username and a password and the link to your portal. So make sure you keep that safe, because every week I will post the new training piece and the homework into the membership, the training portal as well. Okay. Accountability and homework. So as I said, everyone's required to do the work on a weekly basis. I think this is really healthy, because we're then all on the same sort of path, and we are kind of sort of pushing ourselves. I think I've seen this work really well for me, as I was in a group program, and I needed to do that in that week, you know. So it won't be hours and hours of homework. I mean, I know we have stuff for working around family and stuff like that. So come on the call, and then there's going to be 1 or 2 hours that will be homework. But, you know, the work is not extra. It's literally implementing stuff into your business. That's what it is. Okay. And then, of course, you will be able to get feedback also immediately. If you're working on some sales page or something like this, then of course you can then also post it in a group before the next call, so that we can have a look at that. Ideally, we're not going to talk too much about feedback on the calls. We want to just sort of clarify some questions. So if there is work and homework that you need to post, then actually I'm going to open up like a thread every week to, you know, hashtag week1 homework, and then post it in that link, whatever is required. Okay, so then it's going to be much tidier. So so yeah, I'm just going to give you an overview now. The program really is divided into 3 phases, and each phase has 3 modules. So every week we will cover one module, and then weeks 4, 8, and 12, we'll actually have that chance to catch up and finalize anything that was outstanding from phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. And I will also, do some more of these sessions where we can do some energy clearing, mindset sort of blockages, and we can kind of talk through those, because every so often I think we need that breather as well. And I will also bring in some other experts who are talking about money mindset and things like this. So we'll have some really neat sessions around those as well to bring the energetics into the program. As I said, this doesn't just include business strategy and marketing. I've included the mindset masterclasses as well in those weeks. And also in each phase, we can also hop on a one-to-one call, so I can help you individually. Some of you will already know that it's literally a screen share, and we go through anything that you need. If you're building a landing page or you're stuck with email marketing campaign, it's literally I look over your shoulder, or sometimes I even get people's passwords and then I'll just go and do it quickly. So that's there as well to support you. And if there's any additional training that's needed, that we sometimes talk about different tools, new tools, I would bring in some information, or sometimes I just research, or I do a little video as well as to how to, like one of the things we had, like how do I create a PayPal button, for example, and all of these kind of little videos will go into the portal as well. So this is the main overview of the Business Accelerator, and I am going to help you actually build exactly this sort of thing for your business as well, because this is a roadmap of what you do in your business and how you take your clients from A to B. So if you imagine on the bottom left-hand side, that's the triangle, that's where we are now, right? So we're starting here, and we want to move all the way through these 9 steps to the top right hand side. And I think this is kind of a unique way to actually show your clients what you do, and it makes it more visible. So that's going to be one of the things we're going to be doing together. And here on the top says, for who is it for? It's for dedicated women entrepreneurs who want to build an online business in 90 days so that they can replace their full-time income without overwhelming unnecessary detours. Okay, so let me talk a little bit more about these 9 steps. So we're going to start with mission 1, which is the destination. And I think it's always great to go back to mission 1, basically, to say, okay, where do I want to be with my business? And every so often we need to actually go back and do our goal setting. Literally, we need to go back and have that path and that strategy in place. So when I think about short term and the long term as well. We want to connect that with our financial goals as well. So we want to know, where do you want to be in the 90 days, in 6 months, and 12 months with your business, and whether that actually matches up with what you're going to create in terms of your offer, and whether it actually makes sense to do it in this way, because some of the things need to be done in certain steps, and some offerings don't make sense to do that in the first place. Okay, so that's going to be really, really valuable. We're going to be really diving deep into this destination, not just, let's set some goals. It's literally also connecting with the money side of things, and how does that look? How will that look for you? Okay, mission 2 will be connecting with the purpose. And, it happened to me. I had all my destination. I know what I wanted to do with my business and what was my financial goal, but I really didn't understand too much of my purpose, and that actually had a knock-on effect when it came to who are my customers, what they're suffering with. So it's really important that we actually hone in again how to create programs that will align with not only you and how you want to run your own business, but it's also to understand your customers. So whatever you're going to build is going to be spot on. It's going to be irresistible. Yeah. Mission 3 is about customer mojo. I call it customer mojo. It's about really creating a clear message that defines your brand and your customers' problems and challenges inside out, and then you can actually really gear your unique offer towards that, and you're not going to spend lots of time going back and forwards and revising. Yeah. So mission 4 will then be unique offer. So it's create your unique aligned offer that resonates with your customer and sells like hotcakes. Yeah. Yes, we've done a lot of background work, a lot of foundation up to here. So it is about putting that together, putting a price tag to it, putting maybe some visuals around that as well, and maybe a very simple sales page. But again, we're going to keep it really, really simple, so that it's not about being perfect and creating all sorts of different marketing materials before you ever make an offer. So not going to make that mistake, because I made that mistake, right? Mission 5 is going to be about selling with ease. So there's always going to be some sort of conversation you need to hold with a customer who's interested. I would say before your offer isn't converting, don't even think about kind of automating too much and sort of thinking about, yeah, I'm going to do all these Facebook ads. So it literally, you need to actually learn how to have that sales conversation. So it's your planning your sales process as well, in terms of how do you get someone who doesn't know you? How do you what kind of process are they going through? What are you offering in the front end as well, in terms of let's say the freebie or something for free until they can get to know you? And then how do you warm that lead up, and how do you get them on a call? And then I'll show you some of the tools that I'm using as well that's been working really well for me in my business. Very simple as well. So, and it is all about how to learn that too. It's learn how to serve with your heart and not your mind. And sometimes it's literally, you have to remove yourself when it comes to sales conversations, and remove like the agenda. I've been in programs where we had like blueprints in terms of sales calls and stuff like this, and I kind of got a bit confused with all this stuff. So I literally, I'm not using that much of a blueprint anymore. I'm just myself, and I'm listening. What can I do? How can I help this person? But of course, there's going to be objections possibly, and these are then probably where you need to know how do you deal with those objections. So we'll go through that in mission 5. Then mission 6 is about tech made simple. I'm all about really simple stuff. When it comes to implementing some technology you want to use. Well, of course, it's about capturing leads and getting leads, warmed up. Possibly we'll be looking at email marketing as well. We might be looking at some Facebook bots, and how we can utilize the tools that are out there the best way, and that actually aligns to our business as well. Then it's mission 7. It's about becoming super visible, and it's about creating that marketing plan to accelerate that visibility. But we want to do this effectively with fun and with joy. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to actually reinvent ourselves all the time over and over again. And this is the worst, when you kind of sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, what I'm going to post today on social media. So we're actually going to put together like a whole raft of ideas, like a resource pool, so we can always tap into that. If you remember that roadmap, so that's also part of this journey, to actually create this roadmap. From the roadmap, the 9 steps that I showed you, we can then, and you might have only 6 steps, right? For example, you will then brainstorm some ideas for each of the steps that you're taking your client through, and then that could be on its own just a week worth of social media content, and you can always tap back into that. Because the beauty is you can zoom in into a step and say, look, one of the things we're doing in, so for example, the Business Accelerator Mastermind is the visibility, right? It's really important to be visible. However, the big picture is you need all these 9 steps working together, so that your business is actually producing results. You can't just be visible without actually having a clear message in place, right? For example, so we can always zoom in and then zoom out again. And this is, I guess, where then your customers might say, oh my gosh, yeah, I do actually need this program, because I can't just put this one puzzle piece in place. I need the whole system. And this is what the Business Accelerator does in terms of a business strategy and the business model is such, because quite often we kind of do bits and pieces, but we're not looking at the whole thing. So A to Z, that's what we're doing here. Okay. And then mission 8 is literally, it's about fine tuning, because I can guarantee you we're not going to get it right first time round. So we're going back, maybe looking at copy, maybe looking at the way we are visible, what platforms are we visible on, what can we change up, improve, stop doing, start doing, and so on. So we're going to monitor what we're doing and just do the things that really make sense and bring results. And then mission 9 is looking at how we could be scaling. Now, as I said, your offers need to convert organically, ideally, in the first place, where we have sales conversations, where we do one-to-one reach outs. However, I'm going to show you ways how you can actually start putting some more technology in place, how you can kind of remove yourself, like, for example, doing maybe some a webinar or like a little video that's always running when people sign up. Of course, we'll be looking at Facebook, how we can have some cheap Facebook ads as well. Those work really well when it comes to video ads, so we can create some little videos and then have that running and get new or fresh audiences in all the time. Yeah, so there's a turn your creations evergreen, reach more audiences through automation. That is mission 9. Ooh, that's it. These are our 9 missions.